President Donald Trump removed Lisa Cook, a member of the Board of Governors of the US Federal Reserve System, from her post effective immediately. The unprecedented move comes as Trump has been putting increasing pressure on the Fed, especially its chair Jerome Powell, over what he sees as an unwillingness to lower interest rates. Cook, who has not been charged with wrongdoing or convicted of a crime, said no cause exists under the law to remove her and that she would not resign. Cook has vowed to file a legal case to challenge the move. There has also been an outcry from Democrats who say it amounts to unprecedented political interference by Trump. Cook was appointed as a governor of the Federal Reserve in 2022 by then-President Joe Biden, becoming the first African American to serve in the role. Her term was due to end in 2038. She had previously served on Barack Obama's Council of Economic Advisors and worked at the US Treasury. There are 7 governors on the board of the Fed, and they play a key role in setting the monetary policy of the United States. They make up the majority of the committee that decides the level of US interest rates and aims to keep prices stable and unemployment as low as possible. Cook has voted in recent months to keep interest rates on hold this year. In his Truth Social post, Trump cited allegations that Cook may have falsified records to obtain a mortgage. He said she signed 2 documents 2 weeks apart, attesting that 2 homes in different states were both her primary residence. It is inconceivable that you were not aware of your first commitment when making the second. It is impossible if you intended to honor both, he wrote.
Oh, sure. Always. You always have legal facts. But no, she seems to have had an infraction, and she can't have an infraction, especially that infraction, because she's in charge of, if you think about it, mortgages, and we need people that are 100% above board, and it doesn't seem like she was. Well, we have some very good people for that position, and I think we have some very good people. We're down to, I think I maybe in my own mind have somebody that I like.
The Federal Reserve Act does not give the president license to remove a Fed official at will, but as Trump noted in his letter to Cook, it does allow him to do so for cause. Trump cited a criminal referral against Cook, but it is not clear whether an investigation has been opened, and she has not been charged with any crime. While announcing that a case would be filed over the issue, Cook's lawyer said that the effort by Trump lacks any factual or legal basis. For months, the US president has been piling pressure on the Federal Reserve, demanding interest rate cuts to give the US economy a boost and make it cheaper for the government to borrow. He has repeatedly taken aim at Fed Chair Jerome Powell, calling him a numbskull and too late.
We call him too late for a reason. We should have cut him a year ago. He's too late. We have a stock market that's up 1,000 points today. I better be careful because I'll go out there and I'll see it's down 1,000, right? But it's up 1,000 points when I came in here. We have a country that the market's the hottest it's ever been. The country's better than it's ever been. We have a military that I rebuilt largely in my first term. We had a great, successful first term, but this is going to be even better.
Of course, presidential spats with the Fed go back decades. In the 1960s, President Lyndon B. Johnson famously shoved his Fed chair against a wall during an argument about rates. What's different now is that Trump isn't just attacking Powell. He wants to shake up the entire Fed board and replace it with people who share his political outlook. Letting politics steer monetary policy can be risky. Cutting interest rates might feel good at first, but over time it can lead to rising inflation, market instability, and higher costs for borrowers. In 2010, then Fed Chair Ben Bernanke warned that political interference could create damaging boom and bust cycles and make inflation harder to control. But it isn't just a domestic issue. Global investors rely on the Fed and US Treasury bonds as a financial safe haven. If they start to doubt the Fed's credibility, borrowing costs for the US government could rise, and that would have a knock-on effect around the world since they are used to setting the price of assets around the world. If markets ultimately begin to lose confidence in the Fed's ability to tackle inflation, driving up the yield on Treasury bonds, a key interest rate against which many assets around the world are benchmarked, could be affected.
fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.